Hello everybody, SJM back playing some more Contained. We figured it out. Well, as I mentioned, I had to get help from elsewhere because my mind was too busy working on old ways that strainers used to work. You used to have to use a strainer to get the next resource to make the next tier of strainer, but here we actually have a material to use a strainer, and it's blue, which I never even really saw because I never really went past, these copper, tin, and bronze ones when I was hovering over anything. But if I had kept hovering, if I had kept going, we would have seen that we can make meshes out of redstone, or in this case, lapis. I just went with the lapis because I think there's less use for it overall. Redstone, I think we'll start needing lots more of it in the future, so rather than invest 5 into a mesh for that for now, I just went with the lapis one. So my bad on that, just being, belligerent and, maybe just doing it on the fly while recording, I didn't notice, but at any rate, we do have materials gained from sieving. So I did a good amount of, not a good amount, a little bit of stone and a few of the soul sand, which I was hoping to get. Like, I kept doing soul sand because I wanted to see if I could get a gas tier, but that drop chance is just too low right now, so maybe we'll try when we've got better materials. But I also am growing more nether wart in my cloche now because we ended up with lots and lots of wheat, so I didn't think that I needed more of that at this point. So let's go back and finish off the molten quest line here. So as I mentioned, we didn't get the gas tier here yet, but now we're looking forward to getting blaze powder so that we can make this blaze bloom goo. So blaze powder is made inside the centrifuge. So we go over to the fluid separation here. So with lava and steel dust. So I'm kind of glad that I saved a bunch of steel dust before and didn't cook it all up. So I do have some of this ready to go. So we're going to need 4 of these blaze powders to get to the blaze bloom goo. So we'll need 2 buckets of lava, which is going to be 8 of the drops in the centrifuge here. So because it's 200, it's the same as the water. Every 4 lava drops give you a quarter of a bucket of lava. So while that's processing, we can run over. I'm going to need 2 of the redstone dust. There, let's do that. Yeah, needs 2 redstone, 2 nether wart, and 4 blaze powder, plus the primogel goo to get that going. So we can break that with our hand. We can. And I guess I'll need a placement block for it as well. So I'll just put a piece of sand there for now and break it before the blaze bloom makes it. So, oh, and then we need the 4 primal steel dust here. Oh, should be ready now. I just did it a half a second too early. There we go. 4 of those in there will turn into the blaze powder that we need, and then we may as well do what we do with our dry drops, is just grind them back down into the dust here. What's this called? Organic powder. So in 2 more seconds we'll have that. And then we'll be into the wood area. So we're going to need a mysterious organic compost. So actually, may as well talk about this over here. So I didn't realize it until I had these hoppers on it, and I guess the hoppers had caught one of the blocks. But if you have just anything in there, it will still break it, but it's really, really slow. But it is a way to generate resources without investing iron tools into the thing. So I just kind of put a block of anything in there and kind of keeps that going. So that won't go. I do need an iron shovel. No, wait, we could shift right click with that guy and it probably, oh, it didn't end up in there. It ended up in our inventory. Perfect. There we go for those. And we want to go here. There you are, Blaze Bloom Goo. Actually, I got a better idea now. Let's put that down there, and that there, and it needs nether wart or what am I thinking? Jesus. Blaze powder to transform. So we're growing nether wart automatically, so that's definitely the best thing to use. And while waiting for that, let's just look forward here. So once we have that, then we can put it into, I'm assuming this requires an iron tool again, so let's grab an iron shovel while we're thinking about it. And this will start, once we start harvesting this, it will be giving us the vanilla saplings, it looks like. So even the new one in 121 is there, it looks like. So the ghost wood or something like that, I forget. So we can't break this with a shovel because it will just drop saplings. So we do have to use our hammer and right click on it. Bring it over to our clicker. And shovel. There we go. Saplings will end up there with no other place to go, so we can just keep it in this iron chest for now, and when we're done with that, we'll have tons and tons of saplings for moving forward. And I wanted to see, yes, I ran out of juice there, so let's that back in there and keep that going. Just making some more stone so that if we need it, we have it. Alright, so then we can do a composter and get ourselves bone meal and then go towards the drying table. So we can, if we get some leaves, then we could do the leafy string to make the drying table and go down this way, because obviously we don't have access to real string just yet. And then finally the quest line is bringing us to functional storage, but we can actually make better looking ones rather than just the standard oak ones, which come from the gray wood. And yeah, so while we're waiting for materials to go along, and then this Blaze Bloom Goo should work the same as the Primogel, but just faster. if I'm not mistaken. So this will make us netherrack faster than the primal gel. So it's always a good idea to keep upgrading where you have the option to. Alright, I'll be back once we've finally gotten the oak wood. Oh, we do have it, so I guess we may as well start. Hold up, I got an idea here. Get a bucket of water. It was this, right? Yes. And I guess we may as well look forward to yeah, I'll be back in a minute once we've gotten some wood rocking up here. I don't know if twerk is in this pack. I don't think so. I think we might have to wait for the tree to grow or just use the cloche, which I might just make another one for doing trees, but we're going to need a dirt in there anyways, so be back here in a second for you folks. Alright, lesson learned. I put the sapling down on top of the piece of dirt and it said, you cannot place this block in space. So we have no choice but to put it in the cloche, which is fine. And that's again 1200 on each cycle, so more waiting. I guess one thing to notice, the recipe on the composter has changed. 3 slabs, 4 planks, and a sapling for the composter. So we may as well get this up and going while we're standing around. So to automate it, we just do that. And I've got way too many seeds here, so first thing I'm going to use is the seeds because there's not much use for them. You know, there's the no seeds upgrade, but we can always get more seeds pretty quickly later anyways, so not too worried about that. We finally got our first wood. And oh yes, we do need the leaves if we want to make the string. So this is where our first upgrade is actually going to come into fruition. So we need a shears upgrade. So the upgrade base is 4 iron and 4 redstone. Did I miss the blank upgrade? Here we are. And is there wooden shears? Looks like it. So 4 of those, then we should give us the option to make the shear upgrade. My eyesight is horrible. There we go. Now every time it comes along, then we'll get leaves in addition to the other output, and then we can start making that leafy string so that we can head down this way. So the drying table has 2 options. You can put it on the just normally on the ground and it will dry things out. Oh, in this pack you can't put water in the world. I already discovered that, so because it just dries up because it's space apparently. So the soaked paper is made in the centrifuge. So 1 bucket of water for every soaked paper that we want to make. So you'd need 3 buckets of water just to get your first book. And where's a book? We need leather, which would be made on the drying table with the raw biopolymer. Okay. So that's how you get down to get your first book. And to get down into this section, we'll probably stop here on that one just for some extra resources, but we should have some bone meal now. Which we do. We need enough to get a bone block though, so grab a stack of wheat. Now I don't know. So we got 65% chance with that. Oh, that doesn't even go into... Okay, I was wondering if maybe that might give us a better chance at getting the more output in the... Geez, my brain. Composter. Words are hard. Alright, so the bone block, which then leads us to... So this is the upgrades for doing the better spacesuit, which we'll probably need before we go through this portal. But each of these portal frames need a bone block in itself, as well as more lava and blaze powder. I wonder how this works. Let's try and get 1 to go. So we need 4 more blaze powder, which requires 8 more lava drops in the centrifuge. And then obviously we'll need four of those. See, I'm kind of running out of space in here, but that's fine. Go back. Let's keep working on the light gray asteroid going quickly. Nice. We're starting to get leaves now. We only need 6, so... Oh no, we need 12. Okay, maybe it's over here. Maybe it's in the 3x3 to make the leafy string. Yes, we need 3 across to get 1 leafy string. So we do need 6 more leaves. Oh no, we only needed the 2 string, right? So we should be able to get the drying table now. Okay, learn your lesson and not look through the entire... Oh, it's 6 logs. I see. And the log sheets should be available here as well. Yeah, 4 logs get you 6 log sheets. Oh, right, it needs to go into the centrifuge first. The centrifuge is currently being used. Making blaze powder. And then we'll grab some so 4 for each, so we need 24, right? That whole shovel got used up and we got, okay, fair amount of saplings there. And back here, our Sindrath portal frame. When I looked at the use on here, there's not really anything, so I don't know if we need 10 of these and make it like a nether portal, or if you just put down one and you can go somewhere in it. No. That's the happy gas. This is why we needed the gas tier over here, because the gas tier used on the blaze bloom goo will give us the happy gas spawn egg, and then we can get the happy gas that way in this pack. Right, so our first ferrocore template would require a blank upgrade and 4 iron. How am I doing on my iron? Still have 32, so we're not bad there. Guess we're processing another stack of wheat in there. And I should go back to nether wart, I think. So I have food for my blaze bloom goo. Just keep working on that for now. And we have definitely run out of space in here now, so let's start our second tier of chests there for storage. Sapling can go away. We need... No, we're good on the string now, right? Up there. Perfect. Get a bone block and then upgrade. Is there. And then for the ferrocore, we obviously needed ferrocore. Oops, I think it was, we may as well grab a bunch, right? Because we're going to need to upgrade each of our spacesuit pieces, and we will be taking damage when we do that. Then yes, we use 1. That's why it says 2 there, is we use 1 plus 2 ferrocore to make another one. So then we ended up with 4 of those. And we need to use those in the smithing table. Standard recipe, that's good. needed ferrocore along with that. Yeah, 1 piece of ferrocore for each of the pieces that we're upgrading. So we've got that, we've got that. Okay, we managed to do it without dying. I was afraid that we might not make it, but right, 6 buckets of water in there. We'll soak these 6 log sheets so that we can work on paper. I think I'm good with the ferrocore for now. Good on that. This can go away. We'll just keep our saplings here for now. Get rid of our dry drops as we have been doing. Alright, so we've got these ones to go. I guess all I have to do is grab that. And then to make the storage controller, we need 2 blocks of nickel, some mysterious powder, and then 4 stone. Any stone? Yeah, any stone works there, and 2 drawers. So I guess I kind of put that wood away a little bit hastily there. So 2 chests. Aha! Didn't need 2 chests. Oh, I guess so. Either way, took the 2 chests to make the 2 drawers, whether they're normal or 1x2s. And the 2 blocks of nickel, I am 1 short. Alright, we'll be back when I've got a block of nickel. Alright, we should be done processing nickel. Well, almost done processing nickel. I have made another cloche over here, and then I totally forgot about doing something really important when we did our first lava drops. And we'll go over that here in a second. So once we've soaked our paper in the centrifuge, then we put it in the drying table. That turns it into the regular paper. And then from there, it is used in these recipes now in this pack for the configuration and the linking tools for the storage controller. Basically, you can link your drawers. So instead of having this chest here and all of this piping going to all of these drawers, I could put my storage controller here, and with a linking tool I can link all these drawers to the storage controller, and it will transport things wirelessly. So if I wanted to, we could even go through the walls and move them into that next room if that was something that we wanted to do. But the important thing that I've failed to do... Oh wait, where did my iron bucket go? I had a bucket. I don't know where it's gone, but I guess it is what it is. We'll grab another one for now. We'll grab our lava, and we have something called a fluid generator. So putting the lava in the lava bucket here in the fluid generator, this will generate lava for us automatically, and we don't have to worry about sieving the stone to give us lava. Just note that it is very, very slow process, so you want to get on top of this early if you want to have any actual usage out of it in the longer term there. run back here. We should have all of that good stuff. And then we needed 2 blocks of nickel to make our storage controller. What else was I missing? Oh yes, the mysterious powder and 4 stone. So, Jesus, I get so lost sometimes. I wish that all of these rooms would connect to each other, but they don't. So, can't do anything about that. 4 stone. Mysterious powder. And storage controller. Oh, and then we'll take a look here. The configuration tool is actually pretty expensive, and all it does is lock the drawers for us. There's functionality there if you're pulling from the drawers, but as long as you have something in one of the drawers, you don't have to worry about it not going there. So I'm not going to prioritize doing that one just yet, but the linking tool, just 11 pieces of lapis and the 6 paper should get us that tool so we can actually start using the storage controller. One of those and a link. And now we can actually remove this iron chest. That down there. I'm going to move this drawer into the wall here because it's just easier to link when we do this. Can break all of those. And if we clink on that, and then we can see how these are all highlighted now while we're holding the controller. So that should all automatically go. Yes. Pull one out, put it over there, it goes back up to 558. There we go. Got that system in. It just won't handle overflow stuff like from this mysterious biomass block, but I think I'm done with that right now. We've got tons and tons of the saplings, so I don't know what other uses. I guess we should probably take a look. Yeah, it's just the interaction, just the breaking of it that actually does anything. So maybe I'll put another the organic stuff down and we can get more wood if we need it in the future, and water droplets. But we could also use one of these fluid generators set to water to generate water for us in the background as well, rather than always going to the fluid droplets in our centrifuge just for those purposes. But I think that's going to be it for this episode. We don't have any need to come down this way just yet, especially these experience seeds. They're not possible for us to make just yet. We need spirited crystals made in the Powa energizing cube, so definitely no chance at getting to there, and not really any reason to enchant our gear just yet. We'll need to get multiple gas tiers before we can get our happy gas, because I did see over here, I popped forward and looked at the Sindrath quest line, so it opened up. We got our upgraded gear there, and then the portal, it does tell us in here, it does work exactly like the nether portal, and then we light it with a ghast tear. So in between there, we'll have to process a whole bunch of soul sand through here. The difference between the lapis mesh is a 2% chance on the ghast tear, and if we went ahead and made the redstone mesh, it only goes up to 3%. So I don't see, there is a reason to do it. Obviously we'll get it a little bit faster if we use the redstone mesh, but I don't see the actual need for it. So we'll just move forward processing a whole bunch of stone, you know, cooking the gray asteroid down into regular stone and then putting the stone through the crushers. It's usually better to break the first tier into, or you have to break it first to get the cobblestone, and then put the cobblestone in the crushers to get your gravel, and then gravel into sand, and then put your sand next to the blaze bloom to get the soul sand. So that is the grind I will be doing off camera. But for now, I hope you all enjoyed this episode. I appreciate you all for checking it out, and yeah, we will see you all in the next one. Bye!